Just getting the flight lighted up here.
Connected to PilotEdge.
Hey, I've got information Bravo, looking at taxi over to the active for a west departure. Would also like a flight following to San Gabriel.
Cessna 36 Golf departure frequency 128.1, squawk 7304.
Squawk 7044.
7304.
7304.
Cessna 36 Golf, runway 29 right, taxi via Alpha Juliet.
Alpha Juliet 29, 43 to go.
29 right, the right side.
Copy right.
Fulton Ground, Charlie Golf Hotel first at the transient parking, taxi IFR.
CJ4, Fulton Ground, runway 24, taxi via Alpha.
Runway 24 via Alpha, Charlie Golf to Oscar.
Thank you so much. Audio issue fixed. I forgot I did that. Thank you, Clayton.
Cessna 420 Tango Whiskey, looking to pick up our IFR clearance to Burbank for the I-3 rating.
And the teller to arrival. I'm just...
Tango Whiskey, General Clearance Roger, be advised you filed it as a VFA flight plan. I'll update it to IFR. Cleared to Bob Hope Airport, VFA heading 230. Radar access to Seal Beach, then as filed. Maintain 2000.
Let's see if we have... Oh boy.
After departure.
Oh boy, all the planes at John Wayne. I realize I'm one of them. But we have another person other than us. This is us.
On departure for the heading, then directly pit fuel, and then expired. 3000, and then 4000, 5 minutes after departure. 128.1 for the frequency for SoCal, and 4174 for the squawk.
Back correct. November 9, Bravo Kilo, contact Los Angeles Center, 154.65.
Clayton, let me know if that's any better.
November 5, November Echo, contact Los Angeles Tower, 120.95.
Is it the game audio that's low, or is it my mic audio that's low? Because those are, I have two different inputs for those set up.
LA Tower, 75 November Echo, ILF 25 left.
November 75, November Echo, Los Angeles Tower, runway 25 left, cleared to land.
Where's that other
25 left to land.
There he is. There's that other
Fulton Ground,
plane.
Charlie Golf to Oscar at the intersection, Delta unable to turn around, requesting backtracking on 24.
Alright.
CJ4, proceed as requested.
Golf Oscar, proceed, backtrack 24.
John Wayne, ATIS on 1.
San Bernardino Tower, Cessna 2005.
Okay. Okay. Stand by. Split the difference. Check in with me when you get there. Alright, now that we've shut that off, because we're not calling for clearance yet. Not quite yet, at least. Alright. We can get the ATIS, the Automated Terminal Information Service on 126.0, clearance on 118.0. Ground on the east side is 120.8. Tower for runway 20 right is 126.8. Yes, to answer your question, that is the PilotEdge plugin. So that would be part of the in-game audio. All right. Ooh, I never wrote that down. Whoops. Luckily, I just flew there so I could cheat. All right. I swear I wrote Denver down. Vegas, Portland, Sacramento. No, I didn't. Okay. This is our second flight into Denver. I'm hoping it's a bit clearer today. I'm sorry the pre-flight's also taking so long, but it's better to do my due diligence now than try and do it in the air and make a mistake. So Denver Tower on 135.3, copy, and we don't need clearance or anything. And let me know if the audio is good now. I can always adjust it if necessary, so just keep me posted. I don't have a way to listen to it without creating a feedback loop, so yeah. Alright, my pre-flight is officially done. Sort of. We're getting there. Now I gotta get the airplane programmed. Okay, so we're gonna have clearance on 118.0 over tune that over to ground on 120. Oops. Stop it. 120.8. And I always use COM1 for the actual ATC, and then thanks for the heads up, buddy. Appreciate you. And then the COM2 audio, or the COM2 radio I use for the ATISs at the departure and arrival airports. So ATIS at John Wayne is 126.0, and the ATIS at Denver is 125.6. All right, I'm just going to copy these frequencies over out of my notebook because I have a master notebook for all my frequencies because it's easier for me to look through that than dig through like AirNav or whatever. And I am going to pull the one thing I don't have is the approach. Where's our teller? Okay, teller, and let's see, Denver approach on 12035. So I realized that my mic was probably muted, so brief you guys on our flight plan here. This is the entirety of it. So this is the fins to departure. We're going to take that all the way up out to Beale. We're going to hop on an airway, Jetway 146. We're going to take that all the way over to DVC, Delta Victor Charlie, direct Wolf, and at Wolf we'll start the Teller 2 arrival here into Denver. So what that looks like is we're on departure, we're going to fly heading 196, and we're going to climb that to intercept a 175 course to Strel. So basically, we are going to climb to 400 feet and engage our FMS, which will take us direct Strel. We have to cross that below 5,000 feet, then to Dolph below 8,000. And the line above the altitude there tells me I have to cross that below 8,000, as opposed to fins, where I have to cross that above 10,000. The Cahill adds another element in there, so we have to cross that at above 15,000 at 280 knots. And we just follow that out. We're taking that on this bottom leg here to, oh no, we're not today. Ha 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 ha. Actually, it's a little different. When I fly into Vegas, we take the Meissen transition here and then start the Quebec 6 arrival into Vegas. But today we're going to actually take it down to Beale. And then that's where we'll pick up that jetway, and we'll do some fancy stuff over to Wolf, this is our approach, the Teller 2 arrival. And so we're going to go from Wolf, take this down here, and you can see all of the restrictions we're going to probably have to comply with. So it should be a really interesting flight on that end, plus the mountains should be beautiful. So I'm very excited for this flight. All right, so we have done everything except listen to the ATIS at this point, so we're going to go ahead and do that.
Orange County.
Instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information, Mike. John Wayne Airport, ATIS information, Mike. 0253 Zulu. Wind 180 at 5. Visibility 10. Few clouds at 3,400. Ceiling 3,900 broken. 8,000 broken. Temperature 17. Dew point 11. Altimeter 3012. Arriving and departing runways 20 left, 20 right. Visual approaches in use. VFR departures contact clearance delivery. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read call runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information, Mike.
Have Mike, thank you. We have now got the ATIS. So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and call for clearance. I always get so nervous to read this back because it's a lot of talking. Before I do, I'm going to stall and get these screens set up here correctly for how I like them. So this is just a summary of all of our information here. This is our cabin oxygen and our current cabin rate and altitude. I'm going to go ahead and set the landing altitude real quick. So let's pull up the insane. This chart is insane. This is like a normal airport. This is Denver. So about that. Where is our elevation? Is 5322. Perfect. So we're going to go ahead and plug that in real quick. 5322. And that will just for cabin pressurization, so we don't die of hypoxia. Shoot, what was it? 5322. Come on, where's my little arrow thing? Come on, give me it. 5, 3, and close enough. Cool. So got that programmed in, and now I'm gonna call for clearance. Luckily, we fly with Eugene quite a bit, so hopefully, yeah, dude, right? Like that chart is so evil. Like, yeah. Anyway, this should be an interesting flight. Here we go. John Wayne clearance. Whoops. LOL. I'm an idiot. I turned off COM 1.
That's X-ray.
Is idiot. Okay. Let's just make sure nothing's going on the frequency. We're not going to step on anybody. Cool.
Number 40 Tango Whiskey Circle. Departure contact. Your assigned altitude was 2000. Climb and maintain 4000 now. And your Tango Whiskey a bit late on that initial turn of heading 230. IFR, you should start the turn at 400 feet AGL.
Oh, I have to prep the aircraft for departure here in a moment.
No
I'll
problem.
forget though if I don't do it now.
FedEx 4214 Los Angeles Center, good evening.
All right, let's close the baggage door here, and we'll close the
CGHFO, clear direct to
cabin door.
Paradise. CGHFO traffic, 11 o'clock, 3 miles, opposite direction, altitude indicates 4,500.
Also, Clayton, you dig the purple? I dig the purple. It's very SAE, LOL.
Thanks. Cessna 36 Golf, contact, local departure.
Snowfall departure, 436 Golf.
It's to fly Coblin from chapter house to chapter house. LOL. I kid, but that's fucking hilarious. If you only knew. If most of you only knew. Alright, get our altimeter set. Alright, gonna jump in here. John Wayne clearance, Challenger 515 Zulu Tango is ready to copy IFR clearance over to Denver International with Mike.
Challenger 515 Zulu Tango, John Wayne confirms request, standby. Cessna 20053, local approach, squawk 4744. Challenger 5 Zulu Tango, clear to Denver Airport, fins to departure, build transition, then as filed. Climb via seat, accept maintain 5000. Departure frequency 128.1, squawk 2644.
Cleared to Denver International, fins to departure, Beal transition, then is filed. Climb via SID, accept maintain 5000. Departure frequency on 128.1, squawk 2644, 5 Zulu Tango.
Rebecca, Cessna 053 with a contact, Ontario altimeter 3011. Transition north of Ontario at 3000 to above.
Cool, we got the route that we wanted. Beautiful. I always get nervous they're going to try and change it on me. Cool. So now we're going to go ahead and program our FMS. I'll give you guys fun stuff to look at while we're doing that. And I'm also going to actually
before traffic 11 o'clock. 5 miles crossing left to right, altitude indicates 4,600.
I'm going to get our pushback set, which it might already be set because we fly here so freaking much.
November 03, maintain 3,000 or above through cross Charlie.
When you are ready.
And I just need to do the auto disconnect, and I hate the native X-plane, and I do not know. Oh, it finally let me save. Cool.
Cessna 053, maintain 3,000 feet or above inside cross Charlie.
Anyway, our tug's going to be coming up. So, alright, now that I've done that, got that done, I'm going to program the FMS real quick and cheat, give you guys stuff to look at. The tug will be coming up here any sec. So, for our flight plan, we're departing from John Wayne.
Cessna 0 Tango Whiskey, clear direct Popper.
And we're going to Denver.
Palm Springs ground, Saratoga 4339 Oliva, off of active on Gulf, taxi Atlantic Aviation.
Cessna 439, 39 Lima, on taxi parking via Whiskey 3. This frequency has good day.
Whiskey 3, this frequency, good day.
Round to cockpit, plan acknowledged.
So there's a maximum shell Atlantic on the northeast side. Is that where you want to go, or do you want to be on this side?
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
There we go. Now the tow's coming. All right, so we've got our arrival and departure. So now
Cessna 436 Golf, circle approach for the contact, circle approach 124.9.
we're departing from runway 20 right, most likely. Fins to departure, field transition. Go ahead and execute that.
Palm Springs ground. Can I taxi to the east side of the field?
We're going to be
Circle
arriving
approach, Ontario altimeter 3011.
via the Teller 2 arrival.
311, I'm happy to get you where you want to be, just to verify. Do you want to be on the west or the east side?
4339 Lima would like to be on the east side of the airport, please.
So, I don't know how the audio mix is if I talk over the ATC, so if someone could let me know how that is, that'd be great.
Whiskey Bravo, hold short of 31 left of Bravo,
wait
300 Lima.
until I get confirmation. So anyway, we're going to do the Wolf transition, and I'm not 100% sure on which runway I would like.
All doors
Cessna 436 Golf, circle approach, Los Angeles altimeter 3011.
I would like 3-4 right, no, left, preferably. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And let's just check real quick. We can always change this, I
windshield
think.
strap and adapter in position.
I'm actually,
Parking brake when
I'm not
ready
going
to
to
start
set
pushback.
that yet until we get closer. So go ahead and execute that. Now if we go to the legs section on our FMS, also our tug is now connected and waiting for our ground clearance. So that's perfect. And as you can see also in our FMS here, got there.
Go ahead.
Just waiting for confirmation on that audio mix real quick. So I was wondering how the audio mix is when I talk over the air traffic controllers. I don't know if my voice gets lost in that, so if you could let me know. And of course they're quiet now, so I can't give you a good example. But I'm just going to keep talking. So you can also see that our departure procedure shows up in our FMS, Flight Management Computer System. FMC is what it's technically called. Everyone calls it the FMS. Anyway, so again at Strel, we're going to cross below 5,000, below 8,000. And it has all of it in here. This is on the speed section here. And this is why you always go through your flight plan because of the discontinuity. It's really easy to fix. Just click there and click on that and then exec that. They are pretty loud. Cool. Let me drop it down just a little bit. And what I'll do then too, just to give you more immersion, is on the external, turn the game volume up just a touch here. So hopefully that'll pull down the radio, and also I can go into the sound here, radios down. So hopefully that'll help mix the audio a little bit better for us. So let me know.
Maintain 3000, expect 5000 5 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 134.9, squawk 7177, hold for release.
Then discontinuity is okay because we haven't selected a runway there, so that's to be expected. All right, FMS programmed. All right, seatbelt signs illuminated. Beacon light on, nav light on. I don't want to blind our guy with the taxi light here. All right, AP, you can come on. Cross bleak can stay on.
From 31 left and right at Bravo into the ramp. Have a good day.
Tuned to ground frequency and then 126.8.
Cessna 36 Golf, squawk VFR, contact Monte Tower, 121.2.
Perfect. Love when I get my audio mix right. Ha ha ha, it's so satisfying. Perfect. So now I don't even have to worry about that, and I can just talk to you guys. Awesome. So we're tuned into ground. Got the tower on the standby frequency there. I'm going to go ahead and switch over the ATIS frequency so that we have Denver tuned in when we need it. And what else am I forgetting? Because as much prep as possible before you push back is essential. On departure, we're going to fly heading 176. I'm checking that the number right there. You're going to see this heading bug start to move here.
Cessna 420 Tango Whiskey, SoCal, Los Angeles, altimeter 3011.
So we're going to tune it to 196. We're going to pre-select our nav source to our FMS. We're going to go ahead and prep the autopilot on heading mode. We're also going to pre-plan flight change, which allows us to climb by speed and not by a set vertical speed. So I want our initial climb out speed to be about 175 knots. Should be good. All right, done everything. Now it's time for pushback. I have a whole new appreciation for like being at an airport, and I've complained many a times about why we sit at the gate so long. This is why, like, because this is what your actual pilots are doing.
Ground, Lima would just like to confirm that mission to cross 31 right.
Number 39, my affirmative pass runway 31 right at Bravo.
Gonna call for push and start here.
Monte Tower, Cessna 483 Golf, inbound from the south, information go.
Cessna 483 Golf, Monte Tower, enter right downwind to runway 19, clear to land.
Right downwind, 19er, clear land 483 Golf.
Alright, while we're waiting to get in word in edgewise here, go ahead and do our pre-flights, check all of our ailerons, rudder check, elevators, and spoilers. Cool. And here we go. John Wayne Ground Challenger 515 Zulu Tango, request push and start on Alpha.
Challenger 515 Zulu Tango, on the ground, push and Alpha, tail south.
Push on Alpha, tail south, 5 Zulu Tango. Oop. Wrong thing. Alright, release the parking brake and start our pushback. Alright, and ground is just getting everything set here.
Make right downwind departure.
Wait, 30 is clear for takeoff, make right downwind departure, 119, right. Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Alright. It's pretty customary to wait till you're at least back here before you start your engines. Alright, push back from the gate now. Let's get let's light them up, as they say. Alright, right side first.
American 382 Los Angeles, clearance clear to Boston Airport, Orca for departure, Las Vegas transition, then is filed. Climb VAC, accept, maintain 5000, departure frequency 125.2, squawk 3775.
It's weird, it won't let me move them.
Alright, clear, that's filed. Via the SID, accept, maintain 5000, departure 125.2, 3775, squawk, American 382.
Turn
them off.
Sorry. Just trying to... That was weird, I had to cheat because it bugged out. I don't like that. I do actually know how to start this aircraft now. Anyway, we're going to go to our cockpit here in preparation for departure. Both of those are on. Auxiliary power unit can come off. Hear that powering down and see the number reflected right there in the APU. Coming offline there. And that gives you, it's an auxiliary power unit. It's a small turbine located in the cone. It's actually right here. And that's why if you've ever heard an airplane with the engines off, but it sounds like something jet-like is running, that's the APU. So we're going to get aligned here on taxiway Alpha and call for clearance.
Operation complete.
Oops, I forgot it does that. Parking brake set.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Thank you, sir. Alright, and our initial climb altitude below 5,000, so that is set here. We have, again, our climb out speed, heading, and flight change with the altitude selector on standby there. Oops, one thing I did forget, I never put our transponder in, 2644. Transponders on, so now ATC can see us. I should have done that before I called for push.
So is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal will be on the right. We'll see you next time and have a great flight.
He sounds like he wants to kill himself. We'll see him drive away here shortly. Don't kill yourself, dude. You do a very important job.
Contact Santa Barbara departure. Logical departure, mass X-ray. November 0 Tango Whiskey traffic, 10 o'clock, 3 miles.
Pull those maps back up.
To left. Altitude indicates 4,100.
So we're currently, John Wayne is just to the southeast of Los Angeles. So this is Newport Beach and Huntington Beach. So this is where all the rich people fly into. Got our pin and our hand signal there. Call for taxi. John Wayne Ground, Challenger 515 Zulu Tango is on Alpha. We're looking for taxi to the active. With Mike. With Mike. We have Mike. I didn't say that. I should have. Sorry, Eugene. Breaking all the rules tonight.
Challenger 515 Zulu Tango, runway 20 right, taxi via Alpha Lima, hold short for runway 20 left.
20 right via Alpha Lima, hold short, 20 left, and we have Mike on board, 5 Zulu Tango.
Roger. CJHFO contact Joshua approach 126.1.
Alright, so to brief you guys real fast. We are right here, and we're about right here. We're going to taxi via Alpha Lima, hold short, 20 left at Lima. And I do this quite often.
119 Sierra X-ray Santa Barbara departure by contact.
Now that we've done a lot of hard work, we actually get to do the fun part and fly the plane. But the PilotEdge models the air controls so realistically that you have to actually do the flight prep, or they yell at you if you do not fly the correct procedures here. So some more stuff about the aircraft here. We have our true airspeed, ground speed, and current winds in knots with a direction indicator. We have our heading, altimeter, current altitude, current airspeed, our speed in Mach, and our minimums, as well as our AGL, so above ground level. So how far between the aircraft and the ground, as opposed to MSL, which is this number. That's mean sea level, which is what you go off as a pilot, because the ground is obviously going to change under you very frequently and not give you a reliable altitude. So the AGL is good to know, just obviously how far is the ground away, but in terms of like when you check in for ATC, you use the MSL altitude. Some more stuff about the aircraft here. We have our gear indicator right here, our trim, which actually I'm glad I looked at that, needs to be set to 7.5 for takeoff, or at least that's where I like to set it. We have our flaps indicator, so I'll go ahead and set those for departure. We have our both engines here. Here's our turn at Lima. We're going to hold short 20 left, where I expect we'll get the cross 20 left at Lima. Runway 20 right at Lima, cleared for takeoff, would be my guess as to what's about to happen. Wait for this sound. When you set the parking brake, it's like pulling the e-brake in a car. It's amazing. And you can see that right down here. It even looks like an e-brake. It's amazing. I love this plane. Anyway, tune tower, and then let's prep by getting departure in here. But 128.1. Cool. All set. Can call for takeoff now.
to Echo Fox, some clearance. Clear to Almonte Airport via fly runway heading. Redirect us to Santa Barbara. Papa
Gonna have to
16
wait. This
ground.
is an IFR clearance, and he has to read it
3,000.
back, so it's gonna be a second.
5 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 120, 0.55, squawk 6244.
Clear to the clear to El Monte Airport on departure flight runway heading. Radar vectors, and then you broke up.
That's funny. No, I can't drift this aircraft.
5,005 minutes. Departure frequency
Admittedly, I haven't tried though, so touche.
Squawk 6244-102 Echo Foxtrot.
November Echo Fox, expect vectors to join the Santa Barbara. Papa 1
Victory vape.
And read back correct.
Read back correct. Cool.
Copy. Radar vectors to join the Santa Barbara Papa 16 Tech route 102 Echo Foxtrot.
November 0 Tango Whiskey, show you 3 miles east of course and diverging, pay attention.
Come on. Actually, I'll go ahead and get our lights prepped here for our departure. John Wayne Tower, Challenger 5150 Tango's, holding short runway 20 left at Lima.
0 Tango Whiskey, it almost looks as though you tuned to Van Nuys VOR and not Santa Monica VOR. Challenger 5150 Tango, John Wayne Tower, cross runway 20 left at Lima, runway 20 right, clear for takeoff.
Cross 20 left at Lima, runway 20 right, clear for takeoff 50 Tango. There it is. Launching us.
November 9 Bravo Kilo, contact plus, action descent, maintain 10,000 and contact plus, Vegas approach 118.4.
I just realized that... Oh no. Oh well, that'll be easy to get off. I need to get my charts up on my phone. Perfect. Pre-planned those anyway. Now, hopefully my phone doesn't die.
November 6 Delta Sierra, clear direct Seal Beach, contact local approach 128.1.
Again, you can see the ground speed right here, as well as our current winds with a wind direction indicator. Alright, we're going to push these up to 50.
Not passing rate on the I-3, but you continue this as a normal flight if you'd like.
Alright, everything's in the green, full throttle. Bye, John Wayne. It's been real. By the way, rotate is around 125 knots, so we're getting there. 100 knots. V1, rotate, V2. Positive rate, tap the brakes, gear up. Switch over to the autopilot here.
Number 4339 Lima, Palm Springs.
There's 400 feet, switch to nav.
Palm Springs clearance, Saratoga 4339 Lima would like to depart VFR to the east.
Saratoga 39 Lima, departure frequency 126.7, squawk 5127.
There's direct Strel, which we need to cross below 5,000 because we're climbing via the SID, except maintain 5,000.
Is that correct?
We'll get a departure handoff in a moment.
Santa Barbara ground, Duke 102 Echo Foxtrot, Southeast Transient, ready to taxi.
Number 169 Bravo Kilo, Las Vegas Bridge, just once call sign per transmission is enough. Advise, if you have information November, expect visual approach, runway 19 right.
Alright, we're at 35.
Right side.
I'm gonna slow our descent because remember we're descending with that flight change mode, so if I take the throttle away, it's gonna decrease our rate of climb here. That was our 1,000-foot warning, so we're gonna
Taxi runway 15 right, hold short runway 25 at Bravo, 102 Echo
We're
Foxtrot.
just coming off the coast
November
here.
053, Smock VFR, contact Almonte Tower 121.2.
Gonna be hitting a right-hand turn here, followed by
Challenger
another
5 Zulu Tango, contact local departure.
over to departure 5 Zulu Tango.
November 0 Tango Whiskey, contact local approach 134.2.
2053.
Alright, we leveled off there, so I dropped the speed back.
November 0 Tango Whiskey, contact local approach 134.2.
134.2.
Pull that set of flaps up. SoCal departure, Challenger 515 Zulu Tango at 5,000, climbing via the fins to departure.
Challenger 515 Zulu Tango, local departure via contact. Climb via seat, except maintain 8,000. Contact local departure 127.4.
Climb via the SID, except maintain 8,000 over to SoCal departure on 127.45 Zulu Tango. Climb via the SID, except maintain 8,000.
SoCal approach.
Flight change. That's fine, we'll keep it right there. Add a little bit of throttle so that we climb and switch our frequency.
Palm Springs ground, runway 31 right, taxi via Bravo.
27.4.
Cessna 420 Tango Whiskey, local approach, Burbank Altimeter 3010, verify you have information Golf.
2 miles to
I
Dolph.
do have information, Golf. 0 Tango Whiskey.
Thanks. Challenger 2 Echo Foxtrot, cross runway 25 at Bravo, hold short of runway 15 left at Charlie.
SoCal departure, Challenger 515 Zulu Tango at 7,300, climbing via the fins to departure.
Challenger 515 Zulu Tango, local departure, climb via SEED, Long Beach altimeter 3011.
3011, climb via SID 5 Zulu Tango. Change our altitude. Alright, up to 10,000.
Exactly, we have information Foxtrot.
Alright, so we need to be above that.
Polaris 9, enter right downwind, runway 25, contact Santa Barbara Tower, 119.7.
Right down runway 25 and contact Tower 119.
And that should pull us up out of the clouds here.
CHFO, contact Los Angeles Center, 134.65.
13465, Charlie Golf Delta.
Number 4339 Lima, Palm Springs Tower, and
There's the
131
level off there.
November 169 Bravo Kilo, flight heading 010, maintain 6,000.
Up to 15,000 now. And we need to cross that at 280 knots.
010, descend and maintain 6,000, November 169 Bravo.
Flight change, we're gonna set our climb speed to about 250. And this is definitely gonna pull us out of the clouds here. And we're making our right-hand bank here.
119 X-ray, Santa Barbara Tower, runway 25, clear to land, wind 10086.
A lot of workload. We got a nice tailwind though, about 25 knots, and only expecting that to go up. So we're still pretty low here. Set our power to climb. This thing is a rocket ship. When it wants to be, it can climb so fast.
Calling for Mike, check loud and clear. Cessna 20053, Mounted Tower, overfly the airport westbound and enter right, downwind to runway 19.
And we're going to set our climb speed to 280, so that way we cross it at the correct speed there. So it's going to level us out, we're going to speed up, and then it'll climb us out again. That's how the flight change mode works. It's all done by your speed, not by a set. I could go into vertical speed mode and just set a rate of climb that's consistent, but this prevents you from ever stalling during your climb. So it's safer to do it during the flight, or I can't talk, with the flight change.
Challenger 5 Zulu Tango, contact Los Angeles Center, 133.2.
133.2, we'll see you, 5 Zulu Tango.
November 0 Tango Whiskey, this sector will take you slightly across final. Turn right heading 105.
105,
And there they go. Onto a calmer frequency. Center is always calmer. Oop, we leveled off, so gonna throttle back here and check in. LA Center, Challenger 515 Zulu Tango at 15,000, climbing via the fins to departure.
Challenger 515 Zulu Tango, Los Angeles Center, climb and maintain flight level 350.
Climb and maintain flight level 350, 5 Zulu Tango. So, as soon as they say climb and maintain, the restrictions of the SID, the procedure we were following, are negated. So that means we can climb freely up to our cruise altitude now. Set our climb out speed, set power to climb, and watch our rocket ship go. And now we're climbing up above 18,000 feet, so we can go to standard altimeter. We are above 10,000 feet, so landing lights can come off. The plane thinks we're going to stall, but we won't because we have that flight change mode engaged. And we are climbing, look at that, 7,000 feet per minute, and that's going to go down as we need to speed back up. But rocket ship.
November 053, runway 9, clear to land.
Alright guys, showing us about 700 miles left. And as soon as we get up to cruise, we will, it will go down. It will not be too long of a flight here. The reason for that is this delightful tailwind, which we expect to be around 80 to 100 knots up at 35,000 feet. Jump outside here. Small right-hand turn here. Hate how it locks the camera with the plane, but finally up above the clouds here.
Victor Echo Fox, runway 15 right, clear for takeoff. November 169, Bravo Kilo, Las Vegas approach, thank you. November 6, Delta Sierra, traffic talk, log 2 miles, opposite direction, altitude indicates 4,500. November 0 Tango Whiskey, contact Burbank Tower, 118.7. Pilots 9 Sierra X-ray, you parking south or north side? Alpha Mike, hold short of runway 15
Yeah,
right.
buddy, keep climbing up there.
Duke 2 Echo Fox, contact departure. November 9 Bravo Kilo, descend and maintain 5,200. November 40 Tango Whiskey, Burbank Tower, runway 8, clear to land.
So, if we take a look over at our departure here, that ends at Teller. So we're currently tracking towards Sebi. So where are we? Oops. We're not, wrong one. So we're currently tracking towards Sebi. So we're right here on that departure that we were looking at earlier. We're going to take that all the way out to Beale.
November 23 Mike Alpha, cleared to John Line Airport via flight heading 230, radar access to Seal Beach, Direct. Maintain 2000, expect 3000 5 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 128.1, squawk
There's Beal.
7353. November 9 Bravo Kilo, turn left heading 260.
And I just realized something critically important.
Cessna 053, taxi to parking via Alpha this frequency. Have a good day.
Oh, crap. Oh my gosh, I don't know what to do. I screwed up. I forgot to put this in.
Duke 10 Echo Fox, to San Fabra departure, rear contact. Quit direct Camarillo, climb and maintain 5000.
Okay, so what I'm going to have to do is clear everything out.
November 9 Bravo Kilo, descend and maintain 4200,
God, not
airport 10
long.
o'clock and 8 miles, report on site.
Okay, I'm going to try it though. Alright, now we're on heading mode, so this is no longer a thing. I'm going to re-rack this, so let's just get rid of it. Okay, so let's just re-rack our flight plan.
American 322, push Charlie, tail west.
Alright, departure.
US 9 Sierra X-ray, cross runway 15 right and 15 left at Echo into the ramp with frequency. Have a good day.
The fins to Beal transition, execute. And then go to the flight plan. This is where I screwed up last time.
Approach, runway 19 right, contact tower
146 to
118.75.
DVC. LLF. Direct. Execute that. Go in here. Go to the arrivals. We're arriving via the Teller 2. Oh my god, I hope I get this done. I'm so stressed out right now. Teller 2. Wolf transition. Execute. Nav mode. Oh my god. Oh, why is it turning us? Oh, right, because I need to. We are going shoot to play. Direct. Play.
Cuban 4715, Los Angeles Center, roger.
Oh god. Okay, I think I fixed it. So stressful.
4214, descend via the Lucky 1 arrival.
Descend via the Lucky 1 arrival, FedEx 4214 Heavy.
Alright, we're getting back on course here. Oh my god, my heart's pounding. I can't believe I forgot to do that. Handled that pretty well, though. Like, if you were a passenger, you would have no idea that just happened. Like, and I did it so well, the ATC didn't even notice. Woof. I'm just gonna confirm our flight plan now. Oh my god, that was scary. That was so scary. Okay. Arcus, Yela, Ozzy, because I have it correct in my phone. I just do not have it. I did not. There it is. Yup. Fred, Dice, DVC, the Wolf. Ah, and there's a discontinuity. I just did a direct. Oh my god.
November 0 Tango Whiskey, taxi to parking via Charlie, monitor ground. Have a good day.
Shoot, what is my heading supposed to be right now? Like 3-9er, so do an intercept. I just did it again. I just screwed myself over again.
Roger, sounds good. Duke 2 Echo Fox at traffic 11 o'clock, 3 miles, crossing left to right.
KSNA, KDEN. I can't believe I'm doing this to myself. This is like not my usual flow here. Okay, fins to Beal transition, execute that. Go to flight plan. 146 DBC WOLLF. Wolf, execute.
Delta,
legs.
Sierra, descend and maintain
Checking
3000.
Arcus.
Corona Airport, 2 o'clock and 5 miles, advise when you have it in sight.
Arcus. Direct to Arcus. Yes, it is. It's
Go to Echo
ARCS.
Foxtrot, contact point Mogo approach 124.7.
And get rid of this half bank. I want that full bank right now. And okay, so I have it up through.
November seatbelt Sierra, Alpha cancellation. Received squawk V5, change to advisory frequency approved. Have a good day.
Teller, Wolf transition, execute, legs. And I am in legs. I am in freaking legs this time. Because there's going to be that discontinuity again. Oh my god. Oh my god, right, dude. Like, that was. I can't believe that I just did this to myself. Like, so mad at myself. Okay, I think we should be good though. Just quadruple checking this now. YZ to Beal, Newton to Bethel, Fred to Dice to DBC to Wolf to Kevlar to Confirm, Tuck, Creed, Creed, Powder, through Craig, Gnarly, Teller. Oh my god, okay. We're finally back on course here. Yeah, we did a little swervy swerve there. I see that on my flight tracking, but
No problem.
the whole was pretty decent. Alright, so now we're at our cruise. Got this beautiful tailwind of 67 knots, a little slower than I was anticipating, but still really good. We're ground speed's coming up here. At about 530 knots over the ground, going very fast, almost 600 miles an hour right now. So we don't get an overspeed here. I'm gonna throttle back. Might need to do it a little bit more. I might get an overspeed here. If it happens, it's not a big deal. Alright, we are officially set up on cruise. That was horrifying. I can't believe I forgot to put the rest of the flight plan in. I've been flying to Las Vegas too much, and that doesn't have any, it's just your departure procedure, essentially, the transition and the arrival. So there's no like leg in the middle of that. On this flight, there is. And I screwed that up. So this is like the first, if you go to the flight plan, not the actual like legs. So this is these two things right here, are what I forgot. So.
American 382, runway 25 right. Taxi via Charlie, Charlie 6 Bravo.
By clicking in here, it allows me to type on my keyboard whatever I want. And that makes it so much easier than trying to, if I had to think about, if I had to like type K, S, N, A, that's so much slower.
Orca is not available after 2100 local. We're gonna have to change it to the Ocean 8 departure when ready to copy.
Our man Eugene, by the book.
American Suite in order, just change the Orca for departure Las Vegas transition to Ocean 8 departure Las Vegas transition. American Suite, thanks. Continue taxi.
Excuse me. Oh man, that was freaking intense. That was scary. Let's not repeat that ever. Oh man. I'm really sad the wind isn't a little bit stronger here. We'd have a much better ground speed. We're doing about 540 over the ground, which, let's see what that is. It's that.
Maintain VFR at or below 1,500.
Oops.
Departure frequency 120.55. Squawk 6543.
But we are officially in the cruise phase now.
Correct.
Got about 600 miles left, so it's gonna be a little bit. So maybe if you're need to stretch your legs, take a dab, or go to the bathroom, now would be the time to do that. Speaking of, I will release our virtual passengers here. Turn the seatbelt signs off.
8101, Lomich clearance cleared to Riverside Airport. We are flight runway heading until reaching 800 feet. Then turn left heading 200. Redirect us to Seal Beach, then as filed.
So, one thing that I haven't talked about on this video is, first of all, how bougie is this plane? Like, it's so bougie. So, weird things about this aircraft. It's like got this weird slideshow going on, and it's kind of like, it reminds me of a family photo album. If your kid was a Challenger 300 jet. It's real weird. But this is hilarious. You can come over here, and on this little guy right here, if you click this button, we can pretend we're a passenger. We can pull our tray out, and it will play you music. Oops. I guess the buttons, they all just kind of turn it on and off. Got our wing right there. And I think this is just hilarious. Plays you classical music. Oh snap, it extends. Did not know that beforehand. Oh gosh, now how do you get it? Oh, interesting. Cool.
Taurus 119 X-ray, sent over ground, runway 25, taxi via Bravo, Alpha Golf.
Oh, okay, those are our shades.
Speedmount 4715, descend via the city for arrival.
LOL, now I can't get it. There we go.
Alright, Terminator 2999er and descend via city for arrival. Speedmount 4715.
Number 23, Mike Alpha, German Tower, runway 20, right at Kilo, clear for takeoff.
Oh no! Through the seat.
Duke 2, Echo Foxtrot, contact local.
If I was in this plane, this is where I would be sitting. Get that wing view. Yeah. Watch me put the spoilers up. Oh no. I should go check if that screwed our speed up a little bit. It did. Throttle back up just a touch here. Oh, whoops, I never shut the music off, darn it.
CGHFO, go ahead.
Oscar will be off frequency for a while. Do you want me to call you back on this frequency?
CGHFO, we come back, contact Los Angeles Center on 124.85.
Shut the music off there. I think that's hilarious that it does that, though.
124.85, Charlie, call for Delta Oscar.
Affirmative. American Spirit, Los Angeles Tower, runway 25 right. Cleared for takeoff, RNAV to Docker.
Los Angeles Center, Charlie, Golf, Hotel, Fox, Oscar, 12485. I'll call you back in a few minutes.
CJ4, roger.
Ooh, we got some, oh, actually. This is Mount Charleston right here. We're tracking, I'll pull that back. So we are, zoom out a little bit here. So there's Vegas.
Solaris 1190 Ericsson, Cobra Tower, and 25. Cleared for takeoff, wind 10086.
So, that's Mount Charleston. Very cool. Wonder if we can see the strip from this altitude.
Grumman 8101, Language Tower, and 26 left.
Not really. Not great. I'm really digging these clouds, though. They look pretty good, I think, for being a sim. They look pretty realistic to me. I'm running the this weather engine right now, so this is giving us all of our ground conditions. So those clouds are down quite a bit, actually. But actually, I want to check on the cloud options for the Cirrus cloud. Yeah, that is at 100. Okay. Icing is at 100. Yep, cool. Might just drop this down to like 12, so it reloads the weather every like 12 minutes. That right there will force a weather reload, probably, so it's gonna do its thing real quick, probably. Yep. Just to give us a little bit more accurate weather conditions. That is Mount Charleston, though. Very cool. If you're ever in the Las Vegas area, highly recommend it. But like I was saying earlier, if you want to go to the bathroom, take a dab or whatever, now is the time, because we are definitely going to be in cruise here for a little bit. According to my flight computer, we got about an hour left in this flight. Because remember, it's all in real time, so we have about 582 miles left. We're doing about 540 over the ground, which we checked is 612, so it should be... I don't know why it's telling us it's going to take over an hour, though. It might be calculating for wind changes, potentially.
28.640.
Because we are going to bank to the right here. A little bit. I'll zoom out. There it is. Yeah, you can see that. Right there. Oops. You can see that turn coming up right there at Beale, which is what we're tracking toward currently. We'll be there in about 3 minutes. Just passing over Las Vegas right now, though. Let's see if we can see any of the strip.
Good evening, FedEx 4214 Heavy, flight level 240, descending via the Lucky One.
FedEx 4214 Los Angeles Center, San Diego altimeter 3014.
No, I can't see any of the strip, unfortunately.
Overspeed.
Grumman 041, turn left to direct Seal Beach.
Overspeed. Overspeed.
American 382, contact local departure 127.4.
Alrighty, I'm gonna go be a bad human being and do a dab. So, I will be back momentarily, everybody. LA Center, Challenger 515, Zulu Tango's gonna be stepping away from the flight deck for a couple minutes. We'll advise when we're back.
Challenger 5 Zulu Tango, roger.
Alright, be right back, guys.
American 382, local departure, climb the seat. Duke to at Foxtrot, advise when you have Monty information goals, expect RNAV runway, expect RNAV, Bravo approach, circle to runway 19. Cirrus 369, I'll take the nice ground. Unit at November, 36 call sign. No worries. Cirrus 369 to Mike, clear and ground. Delta is current altimeter at 3010, runway 6 left. Taxi via Alpha Charlie, hold short of runway 16 right.
That was a good one.
Duke to Echo Fox, traffic 11 o'clock, 4 miles opposite direction, altitude indicates 5,500.
LA Center, Challenger 515 Zulu Tango is back with you.
Challenger 5 Zulu Tango, Roger, contact Los Angeles Center 124.62.
2462, 5 Zulu Tango, thanks.
Duke to Echo Fox, thank you, cross, Dart at 5,000, cleared Alpha Bravo approach, circle to runway 19.
LA Center, Challenger 515 Zulu Tango at flight level 350.
Challenger 515 Zulu Tango, Los Angeles Center, Roger. Piedmont 4715, contact Las Vegas approach, 133.95.
I really love this too, by the way. This is the Abby tab plugin, and it's amazing. It has the FPS and stuff. There is a thing I was supposed to download. I keep forgetting to download it. If you go to Navigraph, it'll pull up all your charts for you. Those charts that I have open manually here, I can get those in the game here. You can check routes. So like, let's see. That's so cool. Like, it'll give you an alternate route. What else? What else? What else? Aircraft manuals. Put your aircraft in. Oh, I can get the manuals in here? That's incredible.
American 382, contact Los Angeles Center 133.2.
That's amazing. Charts. Graph. No, again, I didn't preload any of that, but yeah, it's really cool. I really like the maps feature.
Center, American 382,
It's just,
got a 15.4 for
it's just really cool to look at, like where you are.
Center climb and maintain, flight level 310.
310, American 382.
So we got a mountain coming up over here, and we can see that reflected there. So cool. God, I know it's dumb, but like when things line up like that, it's just like a brain gasm for me. Oops, we're going a little slow here.
Cirrus 9 Alpha Mike, contact tower when ready. Well, that's for Cirrus 9 Alpha Mike only. November 23 Mike Alpha, turn right, heading 060. Grumman 041, traffic 2 o'clock, 2 miles northbound. Altitude indicates 6,000 and descending.
By the way, guys, if you're feeling the stream here, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. All 2 of you who are watching.
B1 4715, Las Vegas approach, altimeter 2999, advise when you have November.
Or at least I think it's still 2. If anyone else is watching, hello!
Departing the west or east side of the field. B1 4715, expect visual approach, runway 19 left. FedEx 4214, contact circle approach 124.35.
2435, FedEx 4214 Heavy.
Ooh, he's heavy. Fun.
121.2.
Ew, what's down there? Must be getting late enough where... Time is it in-game? 6:09. Yeah, it's definitely gonna be getting dark.
Duke 10 to Echo Fox at Monte Tower, circle west for your right downwind to runway 19, clear to land. November 3 Mike Alpha, turn right heading 170. FedEx 4214, circle approach, San Diego altimeter 3014, advise when you have information, Juliet. November 3 Mike Alpha, 2 miles from Snake, cross Snake at 3000, clear ILS, runway 20 right approach.
Runway Center, good evening. Jet 365, level 330, smooth.
JetBlue 365, Los Angeles Center, good evening. November 369 Alpha Mike, Van Nuys Tower. Left close traffic approved. Cross runway 16 right at Charlie, runway 16 left, clear for takeoff. Grumman 041, contact circle approach 135.4.
About just went below the 500 mile mark, guys. Woo!
FedEx 4214 Heavy, clear the localizer or RNAV, runway 27 approach, your choice. FedEx 4214 Heavy is cleared localizer or RNAV.
I will be back momentarily. I'm just gonna run and grab my phone charger. I think I can do it fast enough. I don't have to let ATC know. Yeah.
Roger.
Los Angeles Center, Charlie Golf Hotel, Fox Oscar, back on frequency.
CGHF for Los Angeles Center, Bullhead altimeter 3004.
04, Charlie Golf Hotel.
FedEx 4214 Heavy, just verify you copy, cleared localizer runway 27 approach. FedEx 4214 Heavy, negative, not expect, cleared. You are now cleared the localizer runway 27 approach. Thanks. November 3 Alpha, contact Drumline Tower 126.8.
I'm just getting my phone charger cable fed up to my desk here. Don't mind me. Because my phone was gonna die.
November 23 Mike Alpha, Drilling Tower, runway 20 right, clear to land. JetBlue 365, descend via the Pacific to arrival.
Navigate Pacific 2, JetBlue 365.
Cirrus 9 Alpha Mike, are you Cirrus SR-22 probe or are you the Vision Jet? Alpha Mike, thanks, runway 16 left, clear for the option. Roger. Cirrus 9 Sierra X-ray, San Luis altimeter 3007. Duke to Echo Foxtrot, taxi to parking via Alpha this frequency, have a good night.
I always don't know what to talk about during cruise.
Grumman 041, fly your present heading, then to the final approach course.
Oh, things I can do though.
Present heading, but requesting the full approach from Paradise if possible for the ILS 9er into Riverside.
So this comes on, so that way the ATIS will tune.
Cross Paradise at 5000, clear ILS runway 9 approach.
Direct Paradise, cross Paradise 5000, clear ILS 9er approach 0.
Do I have the ATIS wrong on there? 125.6. Yeah, it's probably because I'm still in the ZLA area instead of the Western.
Cirrus 9 Sierra X-ray, Block V5, change to advisory frequency approved, we'll see you.
Because it was giving us a double there. Go ahead, and I hope we get 3-4 left. We might get 3 or a 16 right though. So if we look again, we got 3-4 right here. So we'll be landing either way on this line here, but from what direction we're coming from, like this way. No, we're not. So we're gonna come down here, come down, and then in. That's the approach.
November 6 Delta Sierra, squawk 6452.
Yeah, we're getting into the mountains though. Just curious to see how the stream's doing. We've dropped a couple frames here, but that's not too bad. Not too bad. LOL. Video feedback loop, always fun.
Heavy check speed as well. The arrival course for Lindy at 210 knots. I'm showing the 20 ground speed.
So we'll probably off on Delta 5 here, and then Whiskey Bravo to the gate.
FedEx Fleet 14 Heavy, roger. Would you like latest for the sequence? We'd have time to descend and slow down.
So we briefed our taxi, at least.
To have some time to descend and slow down. FedEx Fleet 14 Heavy, roger. Turn right, heading 030, delta cross localizer. Descend and maintain 4000. Speedman 4715, descend and maintain 5200, airport 10 o'clock and 10 miles, report inside. November 6 Delta Sierra, radar contact. Proceed direct to the Ontario runway 26 numbers and overfly them at above 3000, Ontario altimeter 3011. Speedman 4715, descend and maintain 4200. FedEx 4214 Heavy, turn right heading 080. Challenger 5 Zulu Tango, contact Denver Center 127.02. Have a good night.
127.02. We'll see you at 5 Zulu Tango. Have a good one. Alright, we're officially going over to the western area of PilotEdge, so we're going to have a different controller from here on out.
Center.com 348.7, climbing to 15, 15,000 on the Beaver.
Delta 348, Denver Center, radar contact, climb maintain 5180.
5180.com 348.
Denver Center, Challenger 515 Zulu Tango at flight level 350.
515 Zulu Tango, Denver Center, roger.
Alright, checked in there. Yeah, the cruise, this might have been a little too long of a flight for a good streaming flight, because I run out of stuff to talk about, because the cruise is too long. We're making good time, though. Just under the 400-mile mark now. It's also streaming off one display problems. I need a second monitor. In about 10 or 15 minutes, we'll probably start our descent here.
Overspeed. Overspeed. Overspeed.
Ooh, I think we might have a little bit of turbulence here. Just very light. Little weather update there. Now that we are in the western area, though, I'm going to go ahead and tune that.
Array 17 Alpha Foxtrot, Bozeman Tower, enter straight runway 30, clear run.
See how we did an echo now. So that'll tune to our ATIS when we get close enough. Okay, weather updates. I'm going to need you to calm down. It is going to force another update, but hopefully it doesn't happen again after that. Whenever you change the download interval, it forces the update. We have very current weather. Also, I think it's cool. There's a little sunshade, and it actually changes the light in the cockpit. It's hilarious. Give us some privacy. Go ahead and turn these cockpit lights up, though. Doodle-doo-doo. This aircraft does not have a working auto throttle.
Limburg 118.3, FedEx 4214
Do I have the wrong frequency here? Like, for the ATIS? Like, what is happening? ATIS 125.6. 125.6, yeah. We're just not close enough and still picking up. We're still monitoring SoCal approach. It'll give us something to listen to anyway. That's another 50 miles down, guys. We're at 350 now. Oh.
Overspeed. Overspeed.
I actually know that's happening, but
Overspeed.
I'm okay with it.
Overspeed.
Try and make a little better time here, even if we have to cheat a little bit. Because PilotEdge closes at 11, and that is showing us right on the border of it being when it closes. So if we want to have ATC for the whole flight, then
7 Alpha Fox taxi around the Alpha Romeo is ready.
gonna have a nice little night landing into Denver here. I'm gonna roll the time back just a little bit though. Just so we can see the pretty mountains as we come in.
Telcom 348, contact Denver Center 18.57.
1857.com 348. Center.com 348, flood level 180.
Telcom 348, Denver Center, advise you have the weather, see approach request.
Telcom 348, give us 1 second.
Also, the western area is so much calmer on PilotEdge, like, it's not even a comparison. Like, so much calmer. So the ZLA area is really just the area right around Los Angeles, and it extends out to Vegas too. But then
Center.com 348 has the 1 minute weather at Telluride, like the just a visual 9 o'clock.
oh shoot, someone's doing the Telluride. If you guys are curious, look that approach up. It's insane. It's one of the hardest approaches in the country. Telluride. Telluride. Tango Echo Lima, Lima Uniform Romeo India Delta Echo. Telluride. I don't know if I spelled that right, but Under 300 miles. It's another 50 down. Gonna be making a left-hand bank here in another 40 miles or so. I mean, we are making good time. Yeah, I know. I know. But if you watch the miles tick down, like, we're going pretty fast. We'll be there in 3 minutes in 40 miles. So, I mean, we're cooking. Jump back out so we don't have to listen to that. And our ground speed should be going up here as well when we make that turn. I'm gonna check the winds here. So we should have decent winds the whole way in. Let's pre-program. What was it? 3, 4 left, I believe. Yeah, we'll be getting our, so after we make this left, we're gonna be here, tracking towards here. So that'll be the start of our departure procedure inbound. So we're getting to some more interesting stuff. We're almost through the boring stuff. Roll the clock back just a little bit again. Gonna be starting Rocky Mountain stuff here. There's that left. So that's another 40 miles down. Ooh, these clouds look fun. We're actually just outside the turbulence range too. It starts like right over there. So we got a nice smooth ride in, I think. Got about 60 more miles to Wolf, which marks the start of our speaking of which, let's brief that. So no altitude restriction there, but at Kaufman we have to be at flight level 270, which is about 8,000 feet below us. So, or they could just tell us to descend to an altitude, and that would be a lot easier, but that's not going to happen. They're going to tell us to descend via the Teller 2 arrival. Really wish I could get the ATIS to come in, so I can at least know what runways we're going to be are active for landing, so I can get the approach like planned out, but I don't know yet.
Telegram 348, descend about discretion, maintain 16,000.
Our discretion is 16.com 348.
See, that's what I want. That would be nice if you give them.
50 Tango, descend via the Teller 2 arrival, then altimeter 3019er.
Descend via the Teller 2 arrival, altimeter 3019 or 50 Tango. Nope, not so lucky. Alright, so how many miles do we have till Coffin? About 120. So, let's see here. At Wolf, I'll start my descent. By the way, we've shaved about 4 minutes off our arrival time by cheating. So that's what's up. Got a little bit of light turbulence. That could also be because we're overspeeding the aircraft, so fun times. Man, I keep rolling the time back. I need to, like, roll it back. There.
Overspeed.
Time is it? Now it's 6 again.
Overspeed.
So that'll be good, I think.
Overspeed.
Got some traffic coming in over here.
Telegram 348, Telegram Airport, 10 o'clock, 20 miles.
Overspeed. Overspeed.
348 looking.
Let's see who it is. Let's follow our... So this is us. Oh wow. Has there been traffic following us this whole time? Or no, we're following somebody else in. Oh, is that a drone coming in? Where are we? Is this us? No. Is this us? No. No, we're further up than that. This is us. Nope. This is us. This is the traffic. No.
.com 348 airport set.
that was the traffic.
348, clear visual approach.
I don't know.
Clear the visual 9, we'll just cancel that fire here, 348.
348, forecast received, right of service terminated, squawk VFR for exchange approved.
I'm also not sure where that traffic went either. I swear I saw something, but anyway, got some nice mountains over here. About 20 miles from Wolf, and we'll start our descent. Wish me luck. Do not like that I have not heard the ATIS yet.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
But it's not to be not expected. It should be coming in soon, though. We're still pretty far out. We're under 200 miles, though, now. So we're making time. Alright, under 10 to Wolf. 10 to Wolf. Haha. Ho ho! Do 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 do. 178 miles, by the way, to the airport. Alright, mild Wolf, gonna jump back in here.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
Pull this out so we always have our procedure at all times. We're going down to flight level 270, so I'll get that pre-programmed in.
Overspeed. Overspeed.
Again, that's right there, I'm looking.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
Gonna get rid of that. Stand by.
Overspeed. Overspeed. Overspeed.
We're slowing down.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
Denver Center, Challenger 5150 Zulu Tango is leaving flight level 350. Roger. Alright, so that flight change mode does not work on descent, so down we go. Oh, come on, ATIS. I believe in you. No, come back. Ah, thank God. Ah, we're gonna get our runway, thank God.
flight level 310.
American 32 Denver Center.
Visibility 10. Few clouds at 2000. Cooling 2,800 broken. Temperature 2. Descent -1. Now altimeter 301 rounding. 11 runway 34 left. 34 right. 35 right. 35. Departing runway 35 left. 34 right. 8. 25. ILS runway 4 left. Runway 34 right. ILS runway 35 left and runway 35 right approaching you. Multiply FV approaches the view. VFR departure, contact, clearance delivery, advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instruction. Advise on the that you have information hotel.
Have hotel. Give that a listen in a little bit, just to confirm it's the same, but... do have some turbulence, though. Also on descent now, so seatbelt sign's coming back on. We're going to be going down into IMC here pretty soon.
Overspeed, 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 overspeed.
1,000-foot warning, with 28 miles to spare.
Overspeed.
This next step down, though, is going to be quick. 5,000 feet in 11 miles, so...
Overspeed, 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 overspeed.
I'll be in a few minutes, honestly. As soon as I'm on the ground. Alright, another 15 miles to Kaufman. And then down to flight level 220. So let's get that set. Again, friendly reminder right there. Alright, now that we're expecting 3-4 left, let me get rid of that. And let's brief this arrival. Okay, so we got 111.9er here for the localizer. Final approach course of 353 degrees. The final approach course, and this is for 3-4 left. Alright, so I'm gonna intercept it at Merky. Or Merkel, excuse me, and KAL8. Actually, we're gonna start it from KALHR. To Merky. Merkel, excuse me. Alright. Double check. Yep, we got 7 miles. Okay, down we go.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
And I'm gonna ask for vectors. See if we can get in a little faster. And our next handoff should be to the approach controller here, so get that pre-programmed in. Denver approach on 120.35. Oops, blew through that. Off to a great start on this approach. Down to 17,000. Go ahead and set our altimeter because we're going below 18,000. Alright, next one is just a speed, and then so we're going to be at 17,000 for a little bit here. Got some traffic down there. this programmed in 111.9er and 111.9er. I always set it on both just for shits and gigs.
Number 5 Zulu Tango, connect Denver approach mode to 0.35.
2035, 5 Zulu Tango. Denver approach, Challenger 515 Zulu Tango at 17,500, descending via the Teller 2 arrival. We have hotel on board, and we're looking for vectors for the ILS 34 left approach.
Number 515 Zulu Tango, Denver approach, expect that.
We'll expect that, 5 Zulu Tango. Alright, we got the expect that. Three, four left. And where are we taking it from? Collar. Freaking A. Alright, we're back on course now. Oop, hello weather update. In IMC.
Overspeed, 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 overspeed.
Alright, our airport's right over there somewhere. It's officially time to start slowing down too. Alright, we gotta drop about 100 knots here.
Zulu Tango at Taylor, cleared ILS 34 left approach.
Good. Cleared ILS runway 34 left approach, 5 Zulu Tango. Yeah, we're not going to have ATC for the whole flight, unfortunately. What's our collar intercept at 10,000 feet? Cool, so we're almost there anyway. Down to 11,000. Yeah, we got a minute to land before they close, so oh well. We're still going to continue the flight.
Potential aircraft 90600 about to disclose.
Yep, there it is. So I'm just going to go ahead and disconnect.
Disconnected.
Alright, since it's closed anyway, I'm going to try now to actually follow this approach. Like speed restrictions wise, now that I'm not worried about them closing on me. Collar intercept 10,000. Alright, once we roll wings level here, go ahead, switch over to heading mode here. We're going to set our nav source for the ILS, and we're going to prep the approach and glide slope, which we should be catching any moment here, in about 4 miles. Approach set of flaps are coming down. Got the localizer. Not sure what it's doing. What the fuck? What is it doing? I'm so confused. I'm just gonna let it keep going though. See what happens. Well, I'm glad we disconnected from PilotEdge. This would not have gone well. Do I not have the right, like, frequency for it?
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
I'm so confused.
Overspeed. Overspeed. Overspeed.
Do we not have 119er, .9er for 3-4 left? 119.9, what the heck? Alright. Nav source over to FMS. Yes it is. KALHR. Direct. Execute. the Merkel intercept? It's also 10,000, so let's go direct Merkel.
Overspeed. Overspeed.
Hush.
Overspeed. Overspeed. Overspeed.
Okay.
Overspeed. Overspeed.
Heading.
Overspeed.
Center to heading mode.
Overspeed.
Switch that. Switch our nav source to FMS1.
Overspeed. Overspeed.
Prep the freaking localizer. You better turn me left or I'm gonna lose my damn mind.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
I see what happened. I know exactly what I did wrong now.
Overspeed.
Oh my god, shut up.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
I know what happened. I switched over before. I should have waited until I had crossed that other, until I had crossed Collar, and then prepped it for Merkel. That was my mistake. Yep, see, it's gonna work now. Just waiting to intercept the glide slip. And there's the glide slope. This is where we would get handed over to tower, call in, get our landing clearance, but we don't have ATC anymore, so. About 13 miles out. Miles out.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
Alright, we're 6 miles out. Gears coming down, final set of flaps.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
Gear confirmed down and indicated. Flaps down and indicated down. Thousand feet to go. forgot to turn these on. Whoops. Better. 500. 300. 200. 100.
100.
Oh, that's it.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Alright, welcome to Denver, everybody. Taxi to the terminal over here. Roll the time back so we can see a little bit better. Okay, where are we going? Way over there. Cool. I'm just going to taxi on the runway because we're not connected to any mobile stuff. And we're going to retract the flaps here. They do take a while to come back in. missed my turn here. Alright guys, welcome to Denver. Hope you enjoyed the stream, and we'll catch you next time.